This is Chuck Oliver with this week's Hidden Wealth Review. Well, the government's tax gotchas just keep coming and coming and coming, but I've got a great and actually really exciting story to share with you with a client just like you or I, your friends and neighbors, who actually is retired from working for the federal government and is fed up with the amount of tax that he has to pay back to the federal government based on his federal government employee retirement plan, because his required minimum distributions are taxing him to the max. And so here's what we did. We were able to take sections of the tax code and unexpose the unnecessary tax target that he has on his back with his retirement account, because he is single and he has two daughters. And his retirement account, he is very fearful of where tax rates are going to go. Very fearful of this growth tax that the Congress is trying to impose, an extra 15% just on the growth of your money in these tax-deferred retirement accounts. And then very concerned about the forced non-spouse inherited 5-year liquidation rule, which I've been talking about repeatedly on Hidden Wealth Radio. In fact, I'll talk about it more this weekend. But here's that's the challenge he had, that 50 cents of every dollar was not going to end up to his daughters for his life's hard work. And he didn't want to just voluntarily pay 15% growth tax because he worked so hard to put that money away. And he really didn't want to face his required minimum distributions that kept taxing him higher and higher and higher in retirement. So here's the great news. We eliminated the IRS and the government out of his federal government plan, and we actually moved it into a position that allowed him to pay the tax, not out of his own pocket, to untax 100% of his retirement account. But now that money will grow tax-free. It will continue to be able to be distributed from, when desired, tax-free. There is no required minimum distribution. There is no negative impact to taxing other incomes like Social Security. And his daughters will receive 3 times more, totally tax-free. And I just did a review with a client recently this week that one client has averaged 9.49% tax-free for the last decade. The other client has averaged 11.31% tax-free for the last decade. Folks, let us teach you. Go to retirementprotected.com. That's retirementprotected.com, and let us teach you how to untax yourself from this very hard-nosed government looking for every nook and cranny of tax target that they could find. Because if you have saved a couple $100,000 or more in a retirement account, they are gunning for you, and then they're going to gun for your kids. So let me teach you how to avoid that, especially before tax rates go up, before the stock market goes down. You can protect yourself from tax and unnecessary crashes all at the same time. That's retirementprotected.com, retirementprotected.com.